spies in between. So we are just gonna use up the last of these jars, dump the jars, and then we shall head back to mining. I am in the garden today. We'll see who comes along. I am gonna take off my jumper one moment, please, guys. No worries, Steph, no worries. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Let's find something to listen to. Mrs. Biffle Chips, welcome to my garden stream. I am in the garden right now. Because I went from being very cold to being very warm. So I decided, hey up, let's stream from the garden, right? Nice, Steph, nice. Exactly, Mr. Biffle Chips, exactly. So if we get any interruptions from children of the neighborhood in the gardens or animals, we'll have to work around that. So garden stream. All the breeze has gone, which is not great for me. Not great for me. Can somebody check the bot for me, please? And we have a bot. Let's go. I didn't think to check if the bot was working before I came outside. So you know, they've gone rather badly. It's just it's just a case of, like, you know, being more comfortable. And I've got to say the bright sun on my screens is not great. I've got a little camping table, and we got some bright sun on our screens here. And we're full of jars, so we can go and dump these jars and get back to mining, which is the aim. We are at full brightness, guys. To be fair, it's not unusual for me to be streaming in random places. You know, I quite often stream from my bed, from when I'm away from home and things. So me streaming in a new place is not that weird. I would say yes. I would say that's a third description. Although many of the houses in the UK are terraced houses, so you have a front garden and a back garden that are generally not connected to each other. I am in what I would call the back garden, or the rear garden, behind the property. I'm not saying nobody has front and back gardens that are connected. Many people do, but the vast majority of houses in the UK are, you know, fully attached terraced houses. Oh, well, that loaded in slow. So we need shards. And we need a ore box. So very frequently, your garden does not surround the house, but it's more in front and back. I was really annoyed. Many of you know I live in social housing. I was really annoyed because before we moved into this house, the housing provider, our local council, chopped down all the trees in the garden, and there were some very nice old trees in the garden that they chopped down before we moved in, which was kind of annoying. kind of annoying. I would have liked to have the trees. Yes, I would say so, Mrs. Biffle Chips. I would say so. Here a yard is like where builders store the supplies. Like a builder's yard. So we need to charge all porters. I've strategically placed my drink bottle so to cast the same here as well, lumberyards and stuff. Exactly. I've strategically placed my drinks bottle to cast a shadow on my chat box so I can actually read it. I mean, I imagine Canada is much like Britain. There are nice places and there are less nice places to live. For a variety of reasons, such as weather, climate, people, you know, crime rates, etc. That would be my guess. You know, like, if you asked me, is Britain a nice place to live? I'd say probably not really, because I live in a very rough part of a very rough town. Whereas if I lived, you know, in most of Scotland or the likes, I would probably say it's a nice place to live. I think it varies depending on a lot of situations. So I don't know what the signal's going to be like here because I am on Wi-Fi in the garden. You know, the Wi-Fi here is on the other side of the house, so we will see how it goes. It is weird for me to be, you know, not inside while streaming. As many of you know, it's not my first time streaming outside, but it's only my second, so we'll see how it goes. And I also have no idea how long I'll be streaming. If it starts raining, I obviously will be stopping streaming. But it doesn't look like it's going to rain. Although guys, do bear with me because I'm gonna run off and actually fill up my drinks bottle because it is empty. All right. Just got some water. And gentle mining and relaxing. But yeah, I think like most places, you know, it depends what you're looking for if it's a nice place to live or not, right? But yeah, I imagine Canada is a relatively nice place to live. I mean, it's a prosperous, diverse community, you know, that's very accepting and understanding. So that leads to a lot of positivity, in my opinion. But my understanding of Canada is that it's, you know, a pretty solid place to live for most types of people. And we're just mining, having a good time. It's just me, Steph, and Mrs. Biffle Chips at the moment, it seems. No, that's fine. You know, I was thinking about what you said, I think it was yesterday, Mrs. Biffle Chips, about how all the windows are on the same side as your apartment. And that sounds really terrible to me. That sounds like bad design. I guess it makes sense when you think about apartment buildings. But yeah, I don't think I could live in an apartment personally. Yeah, I don't think I could live in an apartment. I need a house, I need a garden. Nothing against those people that like to live in apartments. I imagine, you know, different people have different preferences. I know you do like your concrete box in the sky, as you like to call it. But yeah, you know, nothing against you guys who like apartment living. I imagine it has its advantages. But like, I don't know if you know Grenfell in the UK, but that I already didn't like the idea of living in an apartment block, and then Grenfell happened, and I was like, yeah, no, thank you. For those of you who don't know about Grenfell, here is a wiki link. Makes sense, I suppose. Hi, Creed, how you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. I'm in the garden right now. I'm doing okay, I'm doing okay. Won't be online tomorrow. No worries, no worries. I hope you're gonna have a good time whatever you're going doing. You try and come stream tomorrow, but you're having dinner with your mum. No worries, no worries. Family is important, my friend. Family is important. Steph, even. You don't have to come every day. It depends what time of day I end up streaming things. I got a doctor's appointment during the day, so it will be later in the evening like today. But you guys, you know, I appreciate when you are here, and I understand when you're not. You know? Ugh. I'm so tired today. I've been so busy. I've done so much Spanish. It's been nice. Here's the Spanish learning going very slowly and not very well. But I'm trying. I'll get there eventually. Didn't you start a new tablet weaving project the last couple of days? How's that going? Who's doing the planning of it and putting warp thread through the tablets right now? Ah, okay, okay. You're hoping it'll work as what way to set up? Ah, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, you've not lost anything. You've already got it, right? You've already got it, so... It'd be nice if it does work for you, because obviously you can, you don't have to buy or make anything to do that. If it doesn't work, you'll have to go back to being using the balcony chair, which makes it a pain if you want to sit outside with Mister on that afternoon. Ah, okay, okay. If it doesn't... Oh, I already read that. I already read that. We're at 40 minutes. I have no idea how long I'm going to stream for. It depends on, you know, how warm it stays and things. There are economy bookshelf where I could store an inkle loom. I don't know what that is. I don't know what an inkle loom is, I'm not going to lie to you. That looks complicated, Missy Biffle Chips. I'm not gonna lie to you, that looks complicated. Doing okay here right now. We're doing okay. It'd be very interesting if you made a video of how to use it when you finally got there. Ugh. But it does look like it'd be very interesting. But it does look very complicated as well. Ugh. So, is that a tablet weaving machine or a different kind of weaving? Makes sense, makes sense. Ah, okay, okay. Without using the method where you tie one of the end. I mean, that's one way to do it. One way to do it. Definitely one way to do it, Miss Biff Chips. It makes sense, makes sense. I can see how that would cause an issue. If anybody is lurking in the background and wants to have a chat, please do feel free. Do not be shy. We are a friendly bunch here. Laugh and go, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? And Whitley, a new person in chat. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. I'm usually on camera, but I'm in the garden right now, enjoying the nice summer weather. Well, is it summer yet? I don't know. But whatever time of year it is, the weather's pretty decent, so I'm in the garden. So I don't have a webcam on this portable workstation. Well, I do, but it's a long story. No working webcam, we'll say that. Feels that way in the UK. I am obviously British. It's pretty warm, as I'm sure you know. Exactly, Mr. Biffle Chips, exactly. Well, I'm glad it's not just us. Climate change, global warming, whatever you want to call it, appears to be having its impact on the world. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Laugh and go. How are you doing, my friend? Almost died on RS. Rip. Don't die, my friend. Stay safe out there. I am gonna run away to the bathroom real quick. So just give me 1 hot minute because I need the bathroom. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere if you've been sat down for the last hour or so. Do get up and have a stretch. Maybe get something to eat or drink, but generally look after yourselves because self-care is important. Okay, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Been the caving trying to figure out what to do today. Fair enough. You trying not to die. You came back to us around 2 weeks ago and haven't really played since OS came out. You feel like a lost puppy. Yeah, RuneScape has changed a lot, my friend. RuneScape has changed a lot. You gave up on your main since when I logged on and completely forgot almost everything about where he is at, so you made an Iron Man. I mean, whatever makes you happy, right? Iron Man doesn't particularly interest me, but I do understand why it would interest other people. I don't know. Like I said, for me, Iron Man isn't really an interest. But with that said, I don't have an issue with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with playing that way. You know, some people like it, some people don't, and that's just the way it is. I think way too many people are too bothered about what other people are doing, to be quite honest. Have you ever heard of, I've got a command for it. What's it called? It's gonna annoy me now. Taskman. If you're wanting, can somebody do exclamation point Taskman in chat? I cannot type in my own chat right now, which is hilarious. Can somebody do exclamation point Taskman? There we go. If you ever don't know what to do in game, that's what you just plug your detail in the Taskman and he'll tell you what to do. I've never done Taskman, but I've watched a few people who stream it. It seems interesting if you're into that kind of thing. Me, I like just doing whatever the hell I want to do. Cooking it is, there you go. You're currently working on getting to 80 different invention lot. You've been doing caches and daily skit. Have you been doing parties? Once you got to 70, that is. I don't know if you're at 70 yet. Get in the friend chat, core hunting. Basically the quickest way you can train divination in RuneScape 3. Yes, exactly, but more specifically, all parties in Hall of Memories. All of Memories isn't the fastest on its own, but with core parties there is, which or with ongoing, you know, calls being popped and things. Basically, join the friend chat core hunting. You can see it down here at the bottom of my screen in green. Well, there you go, there you go. I'm a skiller, so I'm a skiller with 115 divination. If I know anything, it's divination. But yeah, so Hall of Memories would be my suggestion. If you're wanting to smash out some divination. Sorry, I'm not doing great at talking right now, apparently. Are you following? Quickly. Because if not, do consider following. You don't have to subscribe. Thank you for the follow. You don't have to subscribe here. I'm not here to make money. Don't feel like you need to subscribe to me or send bitties. Making money is nice, I guess, but it's not my aim. It's not my aim. So like, don't ever feel pressured to donate in any way. But of course, following and hanging out in chat would be massively appreciated. That's not necessary. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Do not get me wrong. Like, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but it is totally not necessary. But hey, free money is free money, right? Oh, some info since I basically have memory loss of the game. You've already helped me straight away and I thank you. No worries at all. At the end of the day, we're all here just trying to play a game and have a good time, right? And if I can help somebody else just get on to what they want to do quicker, if I can get somebody else into doing something that they either enjoy or something that's helping them achieve their goals quicker, I'm willing to do that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an infinite wealth of knowledge. You know, I don't know loads about the game. I'm a skiller, so if you want to know about questing or you want to know about bossing, I'm probably not the person to ask. But when it comes to a skill that I've got 115 in, I'm pretty likely to have the answer for you. You know, I'm not going to lie to you and say, yes, I can help you in all things. I can't, you know. But in the few rare instances where I can help you, I'm more than happy to do so. That's what it's all about, right? Community spirit and all of that. I think in the modern world, there's a lot less community spirit about most things. You know, like a lot of our communities in real life, you know, when I was a child, I knew the name of every person who lived on my street. You know, even if they didn't have kids, I knew the name, they'd talk to me, they'd be friends with my mum, I'd see them around, etc, etc. I have lived on this street, which is very close to where I grew up, for 3 years now, and I know one person. No, 2 people, sorry, because one I still know from childhood. So I know 2 people on the street in 3 years. You know, the sense of community just seems to have gone from the human race, which is a real shame in my opinion. And if I can do my little bit to bring that back into the world, well then, let's go. Let's do it. I think it depends on... No, exactly, like, you know, like when I was young, when I was a kid, they used to have like practical street parties. You know, where I lived, there's no fences, and everyone used to like hang out in front of the houses, all the adults and all the kids, and the adults would have a drink and listen to music, and the kids would do whatever the fuck kids do. You know, and like that was normal. Everybody knew each other, everybody was good friends, it was a good laugh, it was great. And now, like I said, I know 2 people on my street, and that's it. And it's just sad. You know, I feel sad for the kids of today, because I made most of my childhood friends through school, which they still do, but also through, you know, family friends. And it feels like that side of it is not a thing anymore. You know, it feels like that whole, your parents are friends with a bunch of other adults and most of them have kids and you all hang out and you get to know each other. You know, we used to go camping and there'd be like 5, 6 families all with their tents in a circle and all the kids would dick about and the adults would be around the fire drinking or whatever. I don't see that happening in a lot of situations anymore. And it's, you know, at the time, I'm not going to lie to you, at the time, I didn't really... Wait, did I just level up mining and not notice? I think so. It appears I just leveled up mining, maybe? I'm not sure. This looks new. There's not a single thing. No, exactly. I'm not saying that community doesn't exist at all. Right? Like, I'm part of quite a few online communities, like, around technology and things like that. And obviously, I've got my own community here on Twitch. But I feel like, no offense to any of you guys, but I feel like online communities are much more fluid. Like, people come into the community and leave the community at a much higher rate than you do, like, when it's a community where you live. Because generally, people don't move every month or 2. You know? And I've got nothing wrong with that. I love meeting new people or whatever. But I feel like lots of people go into communities and leave communities very quickly because it's so easy to do, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but then building those like lifelong friendships just doesn't really happen the same way in a lot of situations. I mean, I don't really have any lifelong friendships because I'm autistic and people don't like me. If I'm being quite honest. You know, most people don't like me, and that's okay. I understand that I'm significantly different than most people, Especially, like, when I'm streaming, this is what you guys need to understand is, when you watch somebody streaming, they are not being themselves. Right? There are very few people, I'm not saying there are none, there are very few people who are 100% themselves when they are streaming. Because we're following rules, right? Like, I have a dark as fuck sense of humor. But I can't really say any of those jokes on Twitch because it's in violation of Twitch rules. You know, so a big aspect of the way I communicate, it doesn't happen when I'm on Twitch. Also, I have no idea how to say your name. Sounds German, maybe? Belgian? I don't know. But welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. I'm also like that, Mrs. Biffle Chips. I shared a meme the other day, and it was a cake, and the decoration said, "Sorry I've not spoke to you in 3 months. I don't know what's wrong with me." And I'm like, that is just me. You know? You have one friend and that's because we both play RuneScape. Well, I hopefully you can build some friendships here on stream. I'm available over on Discord most of the time. I don't work because of being disabled. So if you are in need of support, a chat, or whatever else, like, join the Discord server and feel free to DM me at any point of any day. If I'm awake, I'll reply. If I'm asleep, I won't. You know, typical kind of thing. My DMs are always open. Also, I don't know if you're a guy or if you're male or female. I don't know you prefer pronouns. We do have an extension we use here on the stream for pronouns, if Mrs. Biffle Chips is so kind to write that command out for me. Thank you, thank you. I would appreciate you doing it. You don't have to, it's not a requirement. It just makes it easier for me to know who's who. It just adding that extra piece of information for me to remember who's who, because, you know, I've got over 1,000 followers at this point. And it's hard to keep track. I'm not gonna lie, it is rather difficult to keep track of everyone. So please do consider it. You don't have to install the extension to set your pronouns. So if you don't care about other people's pronouns, if that's not your thing, that's fine. Please do feel free to just set your own, leave it at that. And it's just a way of me knowing who's who. You know? I don't know if you read my rules. I don't. Is the rules command updated? I do not know. Mrs. Biffle Chips, can we get the rules command as well, please? I don't know if you read my rules before you started chatting. All I will say is they're the common sense, right? Right, the common sense. Basically, be nice. Don't share personal information. You know, and that covers basically everything. We do have our rules written out there for you to read in detail if you so wish. But basically, as long as you're a decent person, you'll fit right in. I don't know if there's anything in particular you'd like to know about me, Whitley, please do, or anybody in chat for that matter, please do ask. Just ask. You know, I'm not gonna have a go at you for asking the question. I may not feel comfortable answering it live on stream. I may reach out to you privately, or I may just say, look, that information is not publicly known, and I'd rather it stay that way. But that goes for anybody in chat at any point. Well, as I was saying, you can set your pronouns without installing any extensions or add-ons. You just link it to your Twitch account and set your pronouns. It's completely independent of the add-on. The add-on's just there if you want to view people's pronouns, then you need the add-on. But if you want to just set yours, you can just do it easily by logging in. You don't have to, like I said, completely optional. Please do not feel pressured. So, as you won't know, I listen to or watch things while streaming. Because I've got ADHD and I cannot do one thing at once. I usually play 2 accounts of RuneScape at the same time on stream, but I'm on my laptop in the garden right now. Which means I'm only playing 1 account. Boo! I know. I know. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. So I've been streaming a long time, and I've taken many breaks. Some of them very long breaks. As a mixture of anxiety and mental health and things like that. But we've been streaming for 372 days in a row. You can't just keep focused on one. Exactly that. And especially if you AFK and stuff. Like mining for divination, like it's just not enough stimulation, IMO. I mean, it's a bit easier when I'm streaming and I've got people in chat. Because I'm talking, I'm doing this and I'm listening to it, so it splits my attention good enough, you know? Yeah, keeping your attention divided, you have something on. Exactly, exactly. It's a requirement, you know? I don't know if it's like ADHD or just the modern way or whatever, but I cannot just do one thing and nothing else. It just cannot be done. Because you're having to get up and do some stuff around the house. No worries, no worries. Well, I stream every day. I think I said it, I don't know. I've streamed for the last 372 days in a row. So there's a very, very good chance I will be live tomorrow. And the day after that. It won't always be RuneScape, by the way. I do play other games every now and then, and I'm hoping to make that a more regular thing than just playing RuneScape every day, because the burnout is real, you know? Yeah, you took years away from RuneScape, your main was 3 skills away from max, and they were 89, 95, 95. Dreadful. Dreadful. Hopefully you get all the enjoyment out of your new Iron account that you want, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's a game, it's here to be entertainment and enjoyment. And I think some people in the community forget that. No offense to the RuneScape community, but it's a game, guys. Relax. You get the impression that every community has an element like that. In the early game, and also since being very... I think there are advantages to starting from scratch, right? I started from scratch when I came back to RuneScape with this account. Because my old account was hacked and botted on. And yeah, it's been nice. It's been decent. Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out for a minute. But yeah, all communities are highly fluid and have the good and bad parts, right? That's just natural, that's normal, it's to be expected. But I think a big problem is that it's so easy these days to just find a new community, you know? That people don't treat them with the respect that maybe we once did, you know? Back in the days when your local community was like your local bar, your local public house, your local drinking establishment, and church, and where you lived, like, you generally behaved yourself pretty well, because if you burned the bridges, you were fucked, right? You'd have to move house or something. But that's not the case anymore. You know, you go online, you troll a bunch in a community because whatever reason, then you move on to a new community. And it's almost like community has become disposable in some ways, and it's a bit sad, in my opinion, that it's become like that. Like, the internet is beautiful, and it is also devastating. I don't know. Everybody's gone quiet suddenly. I zone out and everybody leaves. I see the way it is. Running around doing the engrams for some quick XP. I always forget they exist. You're typing the thing, hold on, okay. I'm waiting to see what Mr. Piffle Chips have got in store for me. Yeah, I've never done engrams, which I probably should have done a long time ago. But hey, I get there eventually regardless. Yeah. Exactly, Mr. Biff Chips. Like, I am much more comfortable with online communities, right? That's the truth. I'm much more comfortable with online communities. Hence why I stream. Definitely. Definitely would be great if you had more memory strands. I'd give you mine if I could. get smashing out some hollowed memories, my friend. That's what you need. I wonder where Red is at today. It's unusual for him not to be in stream. At least a little bit. But we're doing okay. Ugh. Sorry, I'm yawning now. Not a good sign. It is pretty late. I did get live pretty late. If we can manage 2 hours, I'll be happy. Rip. Whitley, rip. RuneScape stealing the hours from you. No shop, no food. That's fair. Food is kind of important, you know? Food is kind of important. If you're fast enough, you might get back in time to watch the end of the stream. I don't know how far away the shop is. There's anything draft, so you got to head out now. Go, my friend, go. Don't catch you soon. You see you in the next stream. That will be tomorrow, my friend. Enjoy your shopping. Jay, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. How have you been? I'm okay. You may notice I'm only playing one account today. I'm actually in the garden, or the yard, as you would call it if you're in the Americas. I'm in the garden because the weather is nice, which is why I do not have a camera. And I've only got one game open. Yeah, it's really chill, pretty chill right now, really good weather. Exactly. How are you doing today? What have you been up to? What have you been up to, Jay? Been working in the garden, pretty much chill out in the sun. Nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with that. Luckily for you, I got on late this evening, so I'm still alive. Ugh, I'm tired today, guys. If we can do another 20 minutes, that'd be great. That would be great. It's starting to get darker and cooler, but it's still very bright out. But I can at least see my monitors clearly now, which is nice. I can see clearly now, the sun is gone. Sorry, I had to. Yes, I'm in the UK. It's still light. Isn't it way darker there right now? No, it's still pretty light. It's definitely, you know, it's not daylight, but it's still very bright, you know? I think we've probably got another, maybe half an hour of, like, decent amount of light left. Something like that. It's certainly not daylight anymore, you know? But it's still bright. You know, I would say by like 10 PM it's probably going to be somewhat dark. You know. And by like 10:30 it's probably going to be dark. So yeah. But it's still somewhat bright right now. It's about the light brightness for me. I like it. I like it right now. Luckily, I'm just in the garden and we do have a light anyway, so if it does get too dark, I can turn the light on. Well, it seems that Netflix is pushing out the no password sharing thing finally. Which means I'm gonna have to change my Netflix password because I do have quite a few people using my Netflix at the moment. So, unfortunately, rip those people. And I just realized that my window is wrong. It should be up there. It's been wrong this entire time. What an idiot. Your window is always open but have a bug screen. Nice, nice. I mean, I just don't care about bugs. You know? My window is always open. Bugs come and go, they're part of nature. That's my opinion. Mosquitoes, I guess you mean the... we don't really have many biting insects in my part of the UK. So, it's pretty... You got a small pond in your back garden, so my dad has a pond in his garden, but there's no real biting insects. So yeah, I'm very lucky to be in the part of the UK that I'm in. Put it that way. I'll have to drop off pretty soon too, by the way. No worries, like I said, I'm only doing another... I'm only doing another 10 minutes or so anyway. I agree, have a good evening, my friend. See you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, but if not, some other time in the future. Right guys, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Terrible timing, but if I don't go... I just heard a strange echo of myself. Weird. Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick because it is needed, and then I shall be back. Alright, guys. Back to the AFK mining. Not that really much changed. Thank you, Mr. Biffle Chips, thank you. Right, so we're doing okay. Everything is in line. We're gonna do this last 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna bow out and probably end up doing absolutely nothing because I have not stopped all day. I just spent like 2.5 hours watching a video, radio restoration today, whilst doing Spanish. It was great. Big fan. It was very technical, I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy very technical things. But it was really good. I learned, so obviously getting into radio is something that I want to do at some point. So for me it was really good to learn, you know, how things were done once upon a time. If you don't mind watching things that are highly technical that you barely understand, it's really good. A lot of it, like, the physical aspects of it didn't really need restoring. It was all the electronic side of it. So it depends, but it sounds incredible. You at least start watching it sometime. Like I said, I very much enjoyed it, but there's a good reason I enjoyed it, was because I want to get into radio as a hobby. And you know, you don't get anything more basic than a 1930s AM radio. Or so I thought. It was actually very complicated. Alright guys, it is that time because it's starting to get a little bit colder. It's starting to get a little bit colder, so I'm gonna end stream here. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I very much have appreciated it. Have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, or evening. Whether you're